Welcome, everybody, to episode 6 of Achievement Unlocked. Joining me today are Katrina and Isaiah.
Yo.
Yeah, sorry, you're not getting it this time. Probably introduce yourself, goddammit.
Oh, that was pretty early.
Hi, I'm Katrina.
He did already. That's a distracted you were opening your fucking drink.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Hey, I need to stay hydrated.
We've lost our temple after not recording for a week and a half.
I could tell. I got that magic around me.
God, I've not associated with this podcast for long. I've edited the last one, and it's been over a week since we recorded the last. So how is it like since the last time you've been on, Isaiah?
What you mean?
I mean, glad you're free. No more. Oh, did you find the turban you're looking for?
Oh, no, I wish I did, bro. I was actually looking for one on eBay, but, you know.
Were you really?
Yeah, actually. It was just a tad too expensive. It was like $237 for the whole white turban. But then I was like, hold up. If I go with white on white doesn't go well. Is there a black turban? Turns out there is. It's just more expensive.
When a KKK member wants to cosplay as a terrorist.
Oh, God.
That's probably getting cut.
Yeah, that's 100% getting cut, bro. We're not even like 2 minutes in.
Either that or I need to put the warning Andrew gave me to announce on any bad episodes of the podcast.
You might just want to start doing the warning before we start.
That's what I was saying.
For
like
everything.
Like recording me saying the warning. The political views of anyone on this podcast, I represent PCC as a whole. like that kind of thing. Now I'm curious. I want to look up and see how much turban is on Amazon.
I told you on eBay it was expensive.
We are very much young adults, and as such, we do have pretty weird humor.
I still stand by what I said. I could rock a turban.
I'm looking at some right now. I'm seeing some for like $10.
Really?
On Amazon.
Okay. I might come in here on Thursday with a turban.
They're more head wraps, and I think they're more female ones. I'm not seeing like straight up.
Yeah, you
turbans.
gotta get the whole outfit, like just the
here
top
we go.
part.
I mean, they're all for women, but 4-piece turban from 15.
15, that's crazy.
They're all for women, but I think you can pull it off.
Dang.
That's not what I meant.
Damn, bro.
That's not what I meant.
That sounds
I see
worse
y'all missed
than
me.
it is.
Y'all missed me a lot.
Way to attack his masculinity,
Nah,
bro.
I'm fine with it.
That's not what I meant by it. We're off to a hell of a start.
I'm a pretty small dude. I probably could.
I was trying to say could you always with a beanie.
Oh, what's wrong with it?
But then everyone took it as I'm calling you a woman.
Bro, what if I just went slack jaw and just had a beanie and a turban? You think I could rock that?
You wear the turban.
Just
you wear the turban
remember
around your neck,
that
you don't have
if
your beard.
you do decide to buy something that is labeled as a woman's, the cut is gonna be very different.
Probably fit him better than me.
I'm small, bro. I could squeeze into that.
Yeah, it's not a matter of that. It's a matter of that when people make women's clothes, they make like the measurements.
Hey, I got a decent chest on me.
I mean, I'm 260 pounds. I got a good set of minis on me.
Gym rat life, bro.
I'm trying to go gym. I missed 2 days because I just wanted to eat lunch and then come hang out right at the lab.
Oh, it just hit me what she was saying.
I mean, it depends what kind of fit you're thinking.
Yeah, the waist.
I might have to get a bigger size.
I mean, it's just your head.
Oh, well, yeah.
Where else are you going to wear a turban? Are you going to wear it like a diaper?
Why do you think that broader women have such a hard time finding clothes?
Because they're fat.
No, because if it fits in one area, it doesn't fit in another.
I didn't want to say it.
He's so uncomfortable. Isaiah, do you want to be the translator for us men, please?
Go ahead. I give
could.
you full permission.
No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna get canceled.
I feel like without Alex here, we're like so willing to be so risque.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I just realized. Do we have a card in?
Yes, we do.
We do? Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's in there.
I want to make sure because we start.
I can literally see it.
I remember.
in there.
I just want to make sure because we end up having to waste half an hour before because we forgot to press record once. We've got to put the card in another time.
It's been in there the entire time.
I don't know that. You're the one who pressed the damn thing on.
I'm the one who pressed it on.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You pressed it on, therefore I would not know.
Oh, whatever.
He's admiring his disgusting water.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm just looking at how sleek the bottle is.
For that video, for context, Isaiah came in with the hint water for both he and I don't like it. I think it's gross.
The vegan hint water. It's not terrible. Not for everybody. Easily.
I don't like flavored water in the first place. It tastes so unnatural, especially when it's strawberry. I can handle some, but strawberry water is disgusting.
0 calories, bro.
Yeah, which helps on that side, but I need to actually be able to tolerate it. That's one reason I don't eat salads.
I prefer the citrus flavors.
I don't like flavored water in general. Water shouldn't be flavored. Water should be water.
It makes it more interesting. ASMR.
Yeah, we just got so quiet. We just got so quiet and let that happen.
Hey, bro, it tastes pretty good. It's like my 5th one today.
Anyways, do you guys want to talk about what we were talking about beforehand? You want me to go to hit the list, or how we're talking about Emma?
List. Let's go.
All right, I guess I'll hit the list. So I kind of do want to talk about what we were talking about beforehand.
What, the turban, or?
I know before I hit record. About the name calling, or like I'm at like societal norms.
Oh, that I don't think that's a very safe topic. It could go very wrong very fast.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna clarify.
I've already forgotten.
Oh,
I'm calling people words in a certain way when it could be taken another way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And how I'm afraid to say those words because I'm a white man in a friend group of black people.
I could say it, but we're on a podcast. I don't want to get canceled.
It's gonna
Yeah,
get bleeped. Get bleeped.
I don't want to. Like I said, I probably say it way too much just because I hang around that crowd. But even I don't drop the hard R. That's beyond me.
Have you seen the video of the guy trying to do the vocal cover, but it's a song where it's just that word over and over again.
Yeah.
And it goes, N-word, 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 N-word. I'm 100%. And it goes back to the normal singer. Like,
yeah. That's the white guy, right?
Yeah. He's sitting there uncomfortably. He has a green screen background. The song's going, N-word, 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 N-word. I'm 100%. I'm 200%.
Nah, bro.
I love watching that video because he has just the most uncomfortable look on his face.
Dude, I would go for it. I have the green light. I'd go for it.
Whenever I think of that word, I always think of the funniest things that I've seen. One, that video, and the two, have you guys seen you know how Kanye has I think it's Kanye has a song in Paris.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
And he got asked him, well, why is it called that in Paris? And he goes, because it was in Paris.
Can we talk about how similar that word sounds to the Korean word for you?
What's the Korean word
it's the same. It's the same.
Oh, it's
the
exactly
same.
the same.
Yeah, so they'll be going blank, 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 blank. And they do it with the as well. They'll replace with the word. So they'll be going blank, 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 you blank, you know? Because they're trying to, they're thinking of the word, because English is not very easy for them.
Western languages are more meant for Western. English languages are for Eastern people.
Yeah.
It's like, my Duolingo right now is for Japanese. It is not easy.
Well, it's not terrible. I use Duolingo to learn Finnish.
I'm not saying Duolingo is bad. I'm saying I'm using Duolingo to learn Japanese.
Oh, yeah. The cultural differences and the different words. I think the hardest is the animals, honestly.
I'm not even there in Duolingo yet. It's like giving me phrases that I would never use.
I feel like the hardest part of learning that language would be the multiple different versions that they have for the same word.
I can't learn the written language. Like, they have the kanji stuff on there for you to learn. It is so difficult. But even the spoken language, it's like what goes towards the end of the sentence. Normally the subject goes towards the end of the sentence. Yeah. But then there's like, right now it's gonna be phrases I would never use.
They kind of say it backwards.
Yeah,
say
like
what it is,
subject is last, and then the rest of the sentence is first. But it's giving me phrases that I would never use. Like, may I please have green tea? It's like, I'm not gonna use that.
I would, bro.
Green
Japan. Tea is amazing.
I don't like green tea.
Really?
I don't like green tea.
It tastes like flavored water, which I hate. It tastes like someone somehow diluted water. Is what green tea tastes like.
For me is just a little bit slightly too bitter.
Too bitter?
Yeah, it is.
Do you add honey?
I haven't, no.
Oh, that's probably what you're missing. Just a little bit of honey, green tea.
It
you're
tastes
done.
like somehow some figure out how to dilute water. That's what it tasted like.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, as much as... I'm just gonna say it just tastes like leaf juice. I know it technically is leaf juice, and all tea is technically leaf juice, but it just tastes more like leaf juice than some other teas.
that's not something I'd ever hear. Leaf juice. Nice quiet.
Yeah, that's hot. That's hot.
Anyways,
I prefer the fruit teas, honestly.
I just want normal sweet tea. That's all I want.
You're
Anyways,
probably gonna hate me for this.
what?
Unsweetened tea slaps.
No. No.
Oh yeah.
That somehow tastes like
Hibiscus tea.
hibiscus.
Hibiscus.
Jasmine tea.
Hibiscus is a red flower.
Hibiscus.
I said it more for Isaiah. I was hoping he would get it. It seems like
Yeah,
he
I got it.
That name is like one of those names.
It's iconic.
It's
It
one of
really
those
is.
names on YouTube that gets uttered in the dark corners because people still want to keep the name around.
It's good though. I love his shorts.
This is kind of like going way off what I've written down, but that's fine. Do you guys ever get I assume it's just like with our generation. Do you guys get into classic Minecraft YouTube?
Like the good old with like Stampy.
Yes,
Dan
Stampy,
2DM.
Skies Minecraft, old
Yeah,
Dan
the
2DM.
old
Skies
stuff.
Minecraft.
I'll occasionally go
as
to.
far as like all like the old stuff. Did you guys like were you like fans of like that era of YouTube where it was pretty much Minecraft YouTubers ruled the sphere?
Well, I'm old enough. I got to see the birth of Minecraft. I got to see it all expand. I was one of the first 20,000.
I wasn't there at the beginning, but I was there like right before it reached its peak.
You missed out.
I got there during the rising action.
Oh, okay.
Like when it was really taking off. Like I'm Dan TDM, Scott 19 was the first one, then Sky does Minecraft and all that. Sucks look at some of them now because most of them end up being pedophiles, which is where the internet being.
You're just jumping right into it.
Well, that's where that internet concept comes from. Like everyone making the joke as like Minecraft YouTubers touch kids, but which is unfortunately something that's very true. Not even just in that sphere, but in like entertainment sphere in general. Like people are pieces of shit.
I have a feeling I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to be the Alex of the day.
I try to stay away from people who are like that. So I didn't really watch a whole lot of the YouTubers who played Minecraft.
And even it's not that, like some people just got like really shitty lusts in life. Like ones that stuck around for a long time. Like this guy's Minecraft. He went through a lot of changes, like especially in the past 5 to 6 years. Like he was a musician there for a little bit. He had a small comeback, but and he was a genuinely nice guy. He was one of those genuine guys, and then he just kept getting crap thrown at him throughout life. It's like his first girlfriend left him. His second girlfriend, who he married and had a kid with, cheated on him.
Are you talking
Wait.
about Pat?
No, I'm talking about Scott is Minecraft.
Oh, I was about to say.
Probably most had a rough one too.
Yeah, poor guy.
Is it all most of the genuinely good guys like either weren't good or just got a crap life.
Yeah.
During it like Sky. Adam. He married that second girl, got divorced because she cheated on him. Had to fight for his son in court, which the way he won his son in court was amazing. He did at the time he was in his musician phase, so he did a diss track towards KSI.
Ooh.
It was just out of nowhere. So KSI, this is one reason I hate KSI. I think KSI is a piece of shit. But he brings his ex-wife on there. KSI made a response track, brought his wife on there in the middle of the court case, and like just to slap back. But Sky knew he would do that. He figured he would try something as petty as that, and because his ex-wife went in the video to and enabled that conflict, Sky won his son in court.
That's crazy.
Like that's the greatest YouTube Uno reverse card I've ever seen to
That's
this
actually
day.
insane.
Like he baited KSI to do something stupid, and it won him his son in court. But now his life still he was on the high for a while. He came back to YouTube and all that. But if I remember, like right now, he ended up falling back into a drugs addiction. I think he might be in prison for assault or something like that.
It's a dark road.
It's like he generally had a chance to like get out of that, and then he just got like thrown right back down. That's why.
Yeah, I didn't watch a whole lot of those original Minecraft YouTubers. It wasn't until like a while ago I didn't really start getting into Minecraft YouTubers until the Dream SMP.
I'm thinking old school. Dream SMP was new, which I didn't really care like too much because I didn't watch them, but it's sad that some like Technoblade at such a young age died.
Oh yeah, man.
It's like I don't feel like those old negative stereotypes, which I won't repeat. I think I'm glad like those stereotypes aren't applied anymore because of like genuinely good people, like people in the Dream SMP and all that.
Yeah.
Which I can respect. I didn't watch them. I didn't watch Techno before he died. I probably will never watch Techno, but I can respect.
I mostly watch like Phil and Rambo. So.
But I feel like those are generally good people. Like you can tell they're genuinely good. Dream himself maybe a little less so because of some of the stuff around him.
He's a kind of creepy looking dude.
He's a little off.
Yeah.
But everyone else I feel like is like.
I feel like
good.
he's trying to hide like bodies in his basement. With that smile of his.
It's like everyone pointed out that his first song, the Mask song, was like talking about doing drugs and all that. That's exactly what it was about, pandering.
I haven't listened to anything of his. I've only seen very few clips.
I actually listened to his he only has like 3 songs. I listened to those. I don't watch his YouTube channel, but everyone was talking about how one of his songs was like encouraging kids to take drugs. I was like, oh, huh.
Oh, that's friendly.
That's one reason I'm like cautious about Dream. I feel like everyone else in that little sphere are like generally good. I feel like YouTube now is for the most part a better place, except for people like James Charles. the immediate choke on the
Okay.
Don't kill.
No, not to be homophobic, but
him.
I honestly dislike that man with a passion.
Oh, everyone dislikes that man, but
I don't watch his stuff. I don't know why he's even as big as he is. It's just the intro is all I need to hear, and I'm gone, bro.
Yeah, I feel like we can probably take this podcast to like go over like the YouTube and internet community a bit like this because. I feel like the last few pieces of crap on YouTube have kind of been filtered out. James Charles is gone. Shane Dawson's gone.
No idea who that is.
I probably shouldn't explain it. That's probably something I can't explain.
Write it down if you have to.
I'll get my pen right down. But then you have who's that like 400-pound guy who does like the constant mukbang videos?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Who's hooked up to his health machines?
I know what you're talking about.
It's like he's not a bad person.
Nikocado, right?
Nikocado, yeah.
I hated what he did. He was so skinny, like 2017, something like that. And he made his whole channel about what fast food can do to destroy the human body.
It's like Super Size Me, but he has no remorse for what he's doing.
Yeah, like...
I honestly feel pity for him.
I don't. Because he does it with a choice.
He seems so miserable. He seems so miserable, and I can't help but feel sorry for him.
I don't feel sorry. He's doing this to himself. Wait, when he's to the point where he needs to be hooked up to machines like keep him healthy and alive, and he is morbidly obese. Like there's obese.
That is why I feel sorry for him because he's stuck in he's stuck doing this to himself.
He's not stuck. That's the problem. It's like there's morbidly obese, and then there's this guy because clearly he is going to like. I don't think he can save like his health conditions at this point.
He can only through surgery. You can shrink his stomach, cut off some of the fat on his thighs, but other than that, he needs a healthy attitude.
But he has messed up his life, and clearly he does not care. He focuses on the YouTube segment of it.
How old even is he?
I don't think he's that old. I think he's like slightly older than us.
Like I don't think he's ever gonna make it to 60. Honestly,
if he's not already there, I think he's gonna make it to 30.
He might be 30 already.
Let me look up how old is. How old is Nikocado?
Nikocado is.
He is 30.
30. All right, wow. Half of his life is gone already. If that.
I don't think he has that much left. Oh, here he is. With
Oh,
dude. There's like this skinny guy right next to him. They both have these massive plates of ketchup, pasta, fries.
And his
look at that.
Yeah, dude. I don't like the way he has his channel and then his OnlyFans and stuff like that. If you're gonna be out there, make yourself presentable. Don't use it.
This is an older picture too.
Yeah,
this is clearly older. Like he's like twice that size. This is him with the face of regret. Like this is him like telling you he regrets his life decisions, but he's refusing to turn it around. It's I don't want to sound like a jerk, but that's a pathetic human being.
I would have stopped after like maybe a year because not only is it expensive, it's disgusting, and you're destroying yourself.
Even I'm not that bad, and like I'm an overweight guy. I'm nowhere close to that. He has to be like twice my weight. I desperately want to feel bad for him, but I can't when he is like killing himself. He's hooked up to his machines to keep like an IV or something. I'm not sure what he's hooked up to, but you see those thumbnails and videos with him, man, with like the things up his nose, and he's clearly hospitalized, but he just keeps doing it. I can't feel bad for someone who's not even trying to fix it.
You know, he should be on like My 1,000 Pound Life or something like that, because he's getting up there.
He'll start a new show called My 4,000 Pound Life.
Oh, that's bad. I was trying not to laugh.
I desperately want to feel bad for this guy, but I just can't. But I showed you before. I believe that's what Shane Dawson's thing was.
Ooh.
I believe. Hold on. Now I need to look that up. But like, what did Shane Dawson do? And now
I thought you just wrote it down. Did he do more than that?
I remember right, but let me look it up as well. But then and I don't feel like people can turn it around. People absolutely can turn it around. Look at Logan Paul. Logan Paul made a video and like made a joke about the Japanese suicide forest thing, and like he made that video, and then like that ruined his reputation for a good long bit. Like he had like so many brand deals and all. Like he was lining up to be like a TV and movie star, but that video messed it all. But he absolutely turned his life around. Like he made the apology. He did so much to pay back. It was just a joke, but now I understand the consequences for it. And he's in WWE now. He's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like he's a professional. Like he started with the fighting with him. Who was it? George Floyd? Was that Logan Paul?
I believe so. I don't do much MMA or wrestling.
Neither do I. But I'm looked up recently. Like he's a proper like professional wrestler now. All that, which I'm surprised. But he turned everything around, changed his life. Now his brother, on the other hand, is like one of the remaining pieces of crap on YouTube. Jake Paul. Jake Paul was not turning his life around. He's the piece of crap brother.
Dude, I think it's funny how Logan like called up his brother and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go into this fight. I'm doing this for you." And his brother's just like, "Shut the fuck up." He's such a bad person, bro. Like that's your brother.
I looked it up before I even finished searching. It was exactly what Shane Dawson's thing is. It was like, what does Shane Dawson do to his cat? And I was like, okay. That's definitely what it was.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad at least on YouTube we're starting to purge all those not great people from there. Like I don't think there's any like current like pieces of crap like Nick Avocado. Like he's not a bad person, but I can't feel sorry for him.
No, definitely not.
Like
I think I can speak with almost every single woman out there was like they celebrated the arrest of that guy who on YouTube who was making all those shorts about basically how women were lesser and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, stuff like that. Like I can't there's names stored somewhere in my head like that, but there had to be a YouTuber or something like that who was doing something like that.
Yeah, the one who got arrested because he posted a picture on Facebook of a pizza box. Yes,
Tate?
Andrew Tate.
Oh, you're talking about actors. I was talking about the YouTube sphere because there's a name.
He was on YouTube. There were lots of videos of him on YouTube.
I think he got out of jail recently. I could be wrong.
I'm trying to think. There's names in my head that I can't.
Describe him.
Who was the dude? It was.
I'm probably not gonna know, but describe him.
He was like that big vlogger who like had videos with his grandmother. Turned out he was doing things with his what's the word when you can't remember anything constantly?
Dementia?
Yeah, his dementia-ridden grandmother, where he was doing things with her. What was that guy's name? And that's what got him canceled?
I have no idea. I don't usually have time for anything, bro. I got 18 plus hour days.
I'm trying to think of what. The name is escaping me. I don't want to Google it. I really don't want to Google it.
You're gonna ruin your history.
It was Christian, that's his name. Christian.
No idea who that is.
No.
Like I said, I don't have time for just about anything nowadays.
It wasn't recent. It was not recent. It was a couple of years. I think it was before quarantine, like that long ago.
And that was ages ago. Feels like it was so
Oh
long.
yeah, internet, that's like 40 years. But, that's when those names still like am floating out there for stuff that what... I'm looking through some... I pulled up a list of like canceled YouTubers like and see if anything clicks, and a lot of these aren't. Because I think it literally just pulled up every single YouTube channel that's ever been terminated. I guess the only one I can think of off the top of my head that was like did something bad that is trying to recover was Mini Lad.
Oh, yeah, that I do know about. That was horrible.
Some of those details are still foggy, from my understanding.
All I know is he did something with someone.
Well, I feel like we can talk about what it was, just we can't.
Well, according to a day ago, Andrew Tate will still be held for at least until March 29th.
Wow.
Yeah, if we were to go into actors, we'd probably come up with some heavy ones.
Oh, actors,
But I kind of want to run the rest of this YouTube one first, because I know there's other names I can think
I'm
of.
going to finish off that vegan water.
Now you can have it.
Let's go. Seventh one today, boys.
But yeah, the Mini Lad, like, to my understanding, some of those details are still foggy, but he just took the bullet and went with it anyway. He was one of those other guys who just kind of was having a hard time in life, and that cancellation kind of happened at the worst time.
He was a good content creator.
He's a good content creator. I feel like he's a really good person, and then Sonny left him.
Like, that came out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah, Sonny left him. He started like going a bit down. He started doing videos less and less. And then once cancellation hit, he did the apology video and just blanked off the earth for like 9 months.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
I kind of feel bad for him because even if all of those accusations were true, I don't feel like that was like constantly him. I feel like that was part of the downward spiral that he was going in.
Probably some drug issues, you know.
And right now he's definitely recovering. Like, he seems a little bit more happy. Everything he does on YouTube, he gives directly to charity. Like, I feel like he's trying to like prove like even if he did those things, he's trying his best to like clean his image.
I'm going to say this. I'm gonna put this out there. I personally don't support cancel culture. They've done some good things,
and then they've done some real stupid things.
But most of the time, they have a tendency to go after people who are actually trying to make an effort to be better, and they're setting them back.
I don't even feel like I'm kicking people while they're down. I mean, just straight up attacking people who did nothing.
Yeah.
It's like
I feel like they search for a reason to hate people.
It's like Isaiah.
There can't be anyone who's good out there. There has to be some sort of dirty laundry that they need to dig up and make public.
If they're not in someone's perfect image, they want to tear them down. I don't even feel like that's just with cancel culture. That's just with people in general now. If you don't fit a certain mold for somebody, they want to take you down, which annoys me so much. I can say a lot of colorful things about those kind of people. Nothing I can say here. Like, I want to try and limit my political views a little bit, but cancel culture both frustrates me and makes me laugh, especially when it backfires on them. Like, remember when
I feel like it's very relevant to the topic we're talking about, though.
Yeah, no, I get it. Don't worry. Like cancel culture is like, yeah, they can take down some real crappy people, but that's almost never the intended target. Like I feel like the majority of the targets are good people. Like Isaiah, remember the word controversy with PewDiePie?
Oh, dude, that was...
You know what we're talking about, Katrina?
You're making me feel old, man.
I don't really stay updated on PewDiePie.
This is not recent whatsoever. but so what happened was PewDiePie was doing a video series, and there's this one he was reacting like videos of like people doing dumb stuff, and there was this group of like couple. I want to make this clear. African American people doing stereotypical African tribe things, holding up signs with like a phrase, like, give us a phrase to say, we'll put it on a sign, a little like, Vine length video. PewDiePie put something, the word on there. He outright said, I didn't think they would do it. Lo and behold, like one of the next ones in his series, they had the sign on it's the word, and PewDiePie gets flacked for it. Even though he straight up said, I didn't think they would do it. It didn't affect him. I don't think his viewership was really affected at all.
Yeah, I don't really watch most of his videos, most of those videos. I mostly watch him when he does the stuff like the Let's Play videos.
No, I feel like he doesn't do as much. Like, I feel like Let's Play stuff, especially from the bigger YouTubers, is kind of going in and out. Like, I'm a Jacksepticeye for a little while, only did like reaction stuff, like, Jacksepticeye's funniest home videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mostly watch Markiplier.
I don't really actively watch any of the big ones anymore. I kind of just stick to my own little corner of YouTube. I don't watch that many newer videos anymore. I just watch some of my older stuff.
Mark got me through high school. His humor got me through high school.
YouTube got me through high school a little bit. But you want to know someone who's really annoyed me on YouTube recently, Isaiah?
What?
Anthony from Smosh.
Really? I haven't seen any of their stuff in like 5+ years.
When he left Smosh.
Ah.
Because like I'm sure it seems like he and like Ian ended on good terms. But I've like seen some of the couple things he's been doing since he's been doing his own thing, and I'm like, dude, you spent over a decade with your best friend doing this and building like a media empire, and then almost immediately after you left, like a lot of Smosh went under. Like all the original Smosh Games crew like had to leave, leaving like only the like newer people, which annoys me. And like on the main Smosh itself just doesn't have like anything of what it used to anymore.
No, it does not carry as much weight at all.
Like I was like when Anthony left, that was a big drop, and then after forcing out the rest of the original crew, like Joven and Swinky Lasercorn, like that was like a big kick in the balls for it. So I don't really watch Smosh stuff anymore just because of that kind of business drama.
Nah.
Yeah, I mostly watch like Markiplier, Sea-Dog, Connor, you.
Yeah, I know.
And who's the other one?
Garnt. If you're talking about like the Trash Taste podcast, there's Joey and Garnt.
No, I don't really watch him.
I just listed two people.
Let me see. It's probably in my subscription.
I feel like YouTube isn't at its prime anyways.
No,
anymore.
not anymore.
At least depending on the sphere. Like I'm sure there's certain parts of YouTube that are like at their highest, but in terms of like, I assume our section of YouTube is like gaming YouTube.
Yeah.
I feel like we had a couple good spots. I think we had 2012 to 2014 ish was like a good, maybe 2015 was like a good era, and then like 2017 to 2019 was a decent era.
Oh yeah, Sophia.
22 and this year
Sophia.
kind of popped up.
You probably don't know her because she's a beauty.
Oh,
Absolutely
yeah.
not.
No, we're dudes. We don't look up that stuff.
But yeah, I feel like YouTube as a whole. I
You
feel
think my nails look nice?
like you go see a belly peeled mine are. But no, I feel like I'm a lot of people associate YouTube like in the 2010s with like gaming YouTube.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
those were
Definitely around 2013.
and those were the faces of YouTube. But look, you had a few off ones. Like I'm a Dude Perfect was like thrown around in there.
yeah.
You had a couple music people thrown around in there. But I feel like YouTube as a whole hasn't been in its prime since the turn of the decade.
No, it's kind of been going downhill.
I feel like in 2019, like maybe halfway through 2019 was like that last hurrah. But ever since the turn of the decade, we haven't had like too much standing out stuff.
Yeah, that's not even mentioning all the different cosplay YouTubes that I watch.
If anything, I feel like the YouTube sphere that blew up the most in the past couple years has been the reaction YouTube.
Reaction, yeah.
It's like in the middle of that. How much my reaction channels do you know, like by name? Because I have a couple favorites.
I actually got to think about that because I don't, like I said, I don't have time for just about anything.
Because I feel like the big three out of the reaction sphere are Blind Wave, the Normies, and Renegades.
Don't know any of them.
Real Rejects.
Nope.
I'm trying to think of the other like bigger ones. Because I feel like I'm like kind of like the gaming sphere. I feel like every sphere of YouTube has like a society, but not all of them are so connected. I feel like gaming YouTube was all connected in some way, but not necessarily tight knit. I feel like reaction YouTube is pretty tight knit.
Yeah.
I think it is.
It's like I feel like you see the most YouTube collabs in the reaction sphere, like callbacks to like reaction sphere, because like the three I named, Blind Wave, Normies, and Renegades React, they all, and even like Real Rejects as well. Like those four, I feel like are the big of the reaction sphere. And they have like a little tiny society, like Renegades, and always like poke jabs at Blind Wave, and like one of Blind Wave's things for a while, but like I think even before quarantine was like them having rivalry with Normies, like yo, fuck the Normies. That's a hashtag too, and I remember Real Rejects put up a post, and someone brought up Blind. The main guy for Real Rejects start poking at Blind Wave, and in the comments I just put fuck the Normies, like entirely unrelated. Sorry,
So
you can say something.
I'm not really into the reaction community. I'm more into the cosplay community, the gaming community, the beauty.
If you'd asked me
ones.
like 3 years ago what YouTube community is like around the most, I would say gaming. But feel like for the past
And
couple of
animal.
yeah, if you'd asked me like 2 or 3 years ago, I'd probably say I was in anime and gaming the most. But I feel like I'm just in reaction community the most right now on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube I mostly watch the cosplay and gaming and the animals. So really anything with animals.
Would you give your Instagram for 2 seconds, dude?
No.
I look. I'm like Katrina talk. I glance from my left. I see you making kissy faces at your camera.
You should have seen him while you were talking to him. I saw him making the sus face at his camera.
No, I was looking in the eyes as he did it, and I just kept going, like pull his attention.
Oh, I'm just texting my friends, keeping them updated. I don't like to do all the selfie stuff, so I just go to Snap like every week, send them a picture, what's going on. I'm a bad friend.
I'm going to keep uncomfortably staring at you.
Yeah, I
So you
know.
realize your mistake. Okay, have we been the YouTube thing to the point now?
Yeah, let's move on from YouTube.
All right, so we can actually go to the list now. That was a good topic, though. I feel like we got a good mileage on the topic. Maybe we can revisit that when we have different people.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, when
Feels
we have some
kinda-
more opinions.
Feels kind of empty with just the three of us.
I mean, Alex wouldn't have much else to say either.
True.
Her interest isn't in like that sphere. That's why I want to get like more different people on. Because like, no offense to you or Alex, Katrina, but I feel like especially on the gaming side, whenever I try and talk about anything that's not Nintendo, I feel like I'm like the odd man out. Because like anytime I bring it up, I have to immediately kill. There are some topics I haven't ever used because I know I can't use them with you or Alex.
Because we are Nintendo.
And at least in the gaming sphere, even like some other sphere, like a topic I wanted to bring up, which I hope to God Isaiah can relate to, and I hope you can relate to tomorrow. To date this, we're recording this February 28th. Tomorrow is March 1st, the premiere of The Mandalorian Season 3.
Oh, sick, dude. I know I'm going to be binge watching that.
Have you not watched any Mandalorian yet?
I already watched the first season. I know it's just a premiere, but I know I'm going to watch it like 6 times.
I haven't even watched The Mandalorian yet.
The simultaneous sigh of disappointment.
All right, come on, bro. Right there.
I haven't had a working TV in years.
So you haven't seen any, like, I know you talk about knowing Star Wars, but you haven't seen any recent Star Wars.
I've watched a few of the recent ones when it's been in the theater.
So we have, okay, I'm going to run you through them then. Force Awakens.
Yes.
Rogue One.
Let me look at the pictures that go along with it because that's what I remember, not the actual titles.
Rogue One has the ship in the
Hey,
the picture.
my inability with names also extends to like names of movies.
Oh,
so-
no.
Well, at least
way.
you and I could. So you've seen at least season 1 of Mandalorian then, right? Or you've only seen
yeah.
the first episode?
I've watched all of it.
All
So
of
wait,
Mandalorian?
are you?
Or have you not seen season 2 yet?
I don't think I've gotten into season 2 strictly because I haven't had the time.
I've seen all of the originals. So
I consider original 6.
Wait, hold up.
yes, I've seen the original 6.
What goes on in the second season? Just quick run through, because I might have watched it. I'm not sure.
The first episode is Cobb Vanth, but with Boba Fett's armor, they're fighting the Krayt Dragon.
Yes, I've seen the season. Yeah, I've seen it all.
The season or the episode?
Whole season.
Luke Skywalker.
Yes, I've seen it.
Okay. I blatantly had to say that, but I'm sure she's
Little homie had to make a choice.
I'm sure she's gonna forget it later.
Most likely.
What?
Okay, she wasn't even listening.
Oh boy.
Okay, at this point I'm talking purely to Isaiah while you look through your list. Have you seen Book of Boba Fett?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I'm trying to think of other stuff because I'm sure everyone watches movies, but
I haven't seen the new Obi-Wan thing strictly because
Obi-Wan was
I
real
thought it was bad. I'm gonna be honest. I saw the little run through. It had potential, but from what I've seen in the reviews, I hear it's doing horrible.
I loved Obi-Wan. I thought it was great. As someone who grew up loving the prequels just as much, if not more, than the original movies, I loved the Obi-Wan series.
I might look into it.
Like if you watch all the way through, like if you ignore, like people just complain because it's not to their standards. Like one people's complaints is like, you know, how am I supposed to worry about all these characters I know live?
It was pretty hyped up.
It's like one of the biggest complaints, which is honestly a bit of a fair complaint, was like, how am I supposed to worry about all these characters when I know like 90% of them are alive later? It's like that's fair criticism, but that's not the point of the series. The point of the series is to see the character development of Obi-Wan from Revenge of the Sith to New Hope. That's the point of the series. You're not meant to like worry, is Obi-Wan going to die here, or is Vader going to die? That's not the point. But so we have that. Do you watch Visions, the anime series?
That was the one with
It was 9 episodes of anime, very different anime episodes.
Oh yes, that one was amazing.
I love
10 out of 10.
I didn't like every episode, but as a whole, I liked it.
Yeah, I liked how they went through the different styles, different characters. That was 10 out of 10.
I'm honestly just gonna run through the episodes in my head and tell me what you thought. So the first one was the duel with the Ronin. The black
it was pretty good.
I have rewatched a couple episodes. I love that one. Second was Tatooine Rhapsody. That one I liked a little. It's the band one.
Oh, that one, it wasn't bad.
I don't think it was bad.
Guy, but that wasn't
I don't think
bad.
it was bad. Like for like an anime story means thing, it was pretty good.
It's a solid okay.
Like it's good for what it is. I can appreciate it for what it is, but it's never gonna be my favorite. Now, third one is probably my third least favorite. The Twins.
The Twins. Oh, was that the one with the bunny chick and they had to fight the other one?
No, the Twins is the two brother and sister on the Star Destroyer, and it's like very anime-fied.
Oh yeah, that one was pretty sick. I'm gonna be honest, that was pretty awesome.
As an anime thing, okay, it's overdone. It's okay.
But the thought of using your lightsaber to do that blew my mind.
As an anime thing, I thought it was okay. As Star Wars, I thought it was so fucking stupid. I thought it was so dumb.
I'm trying not to spoil it. It was pretty sick.
I mean, we can probably talk about Visions. It's non-canon anyway.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I feel like it lost me. Like, it started losing me a little when the sisters' lightsabers were just like whips. I was like, okay, you know what? I'll try and look this.
So for Star Wars, I have watched all of the movies up to the most recent, the 2019 one.
So you've seen all the movies at least.
I've seen all the movies. I just haven't seen any of the TV shows.
You need to catch up on that.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll go back to Visions. So, Twins started losing me with the lightsaber whips, and then the brother did like the thing where like it got massive and cut the Star Destroyer. I was like, okay.
Yeah, cutting the Star Destroyer, that was insane. I was like, yo.
It has spectacle, but I thought it was dumb.
As a kid, I was thinking, what if a ship goes into like warp speed when somebody has like a lightsaber or a star or something in front of it? And that answered the question.
Yeah, and it did that, which I could bring the scene in The Last Jedi as well. I think I'll say that to him doing the Visions thing.
Yeah.
Fourth episode, which is my favorite episode, is Village Bride.
Which one was that one?
The bandits, the battle droids showing up. It's the Masked Jedi.
Yes, that was pretty good.
That's my favorite one. That is my favorite one out of all Visions.
I'm a little rusty. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's pretty good.
And the fifth one is my second favorite, Ninth Jedi, with the Sabersmith.
Yeah, that one was a little slow, but
it was slow at first. I loved
packed.
that one.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I think I have my favorite direct anticipation moment when the girl comes up, gives the you have the one dude before who had the one lightsaber, because in this episode the Kyber crystal's lightsaber attuned to the person when it's first activated. That's the color. Yeah. And so you have the one guy comes up is blue. And that's the only one who carries lightsaber up to that point among that group of Jedi.
I thought it was sick how like all of them met up on that one little like asteroid, and then they turned around and everybody had the red ones. I was like,
yeah, that's what I was getting to.
Yo, that's crazy.
I think her name's Kari or Kari, whatever. I forget her name.
Something like that.
But she comes up, gives everyone else their lightsabers. Like, where's the magistrate? They all turn on, and it's like 7 red lightsabers all at once.
I was like, yo, I've seen this in a meme somewhere.
It's like that is a real good one. I love that one. And then honestly, I feel like most of the rest were downhill for me. Besides, there are a couple, but 6 was Toby or T0B1, the robot one.
Yeah, I didn't like the robot one too much. It was a cool concept, but
I feel like it tried to mix Astro Boy with Star Wars and failed.
It didn't work very well.
I feel like if some of these were longer, it would have worked better.
Yeah, but with Toby, it really didn't.
And 7 was. 7 was the Elder. It was the Master and the Apprentice going down as the old Sith guy on the planet.
Oh, that one was sick as
hell.
I
really like that one.
That's probably my second favorite. Second or first?
And to me that was like the last amazing one. I liked 8, which is La Pinocho, the bunny one.
Yeah, that one was
I
pretty
liked
alright.
that.
Especially the battle.
Yeah, I liked that one. And then the one I hated the most is the last one, Akakiri.
I don't remember that one.
It's the most forgettable one. It's like the Jedi comes down in the sun hat, but all the lightsaber fights are like slowed down. You see the after image. It's like it's not interesting to watch at all.
Well, what was it about?
The Jedi and sun comes down. It's like the princess and like their two like tag along dudes. Princess is like aunt or something takes over. She's a Sith Lord at the end. Jedi accidentally kills the princess, but then Sith Lord is like, be my apprentice and I'll revive her, and like other stupid stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, that one wasn't pretty good. I'm gonna be honest.
I feel like it was like
There's a reason why I forgot it.
Yeah, it's the most forgettable episode. But Visions as a whole, I think, is good.
Oh yeah,
I feel like that's because when it was good, it was real good.
Oh yeah.
But then when it was bad, it was real bad.
Just think about the money they used to animate all that.
Well, like the animation in Akira is fine, but the fight scenes never kept me interested. I thought the story was sped up. Like that's one of the ways I felt like at least it would be longer, because I felt like they rushed the story, and then the ending was not interesting at all. I felt like a worse version of the plot of Revenge of the Sith, where it's like, okay, I must to save this woman, join my apprentice, and like that's speed running Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah,
it's like your woman died. If you become my apprentice, I'll save her. In a matter of 30 seconds, like, okay, I'm Sith now. I'll go help you conquer the galaxy.
You trained your whole life to be this perfect Jedi, and then 3 seconds you turn straight to a Sith.
At least with the other ones, I can give it like, I liked the spectacle of the twins. I liked, like the animation style and like general aesthetic of.
I like how they changed each episode.
Yeah, and I like the animation, like presentation style of T0B1. But Akiri to me has no redeeming qualities.
No, not really. No.
Man, we went on for a little bit just about Visions, but continue the Star Wars topic, probably leaving Katrina out of this.
Yeah, seeing as I've only watched the movies.
Well, you're missing out.
For the rest of these, we're not going to go as in-depth, but for Visions, because each one is distinctly different.
Yeah,
I
they are all different, however, the same.
Maybe if you're here on Thursday, Friday, I'll bring my Xbox, log into Disney Plus. I can set up for some people to watch as well. But but for the rest of the Star Wars series, we talk about Mando, we talk about Book of Boba, Obi-Wan. What do you think of season 1 of Andor? You haven't seen it yet, have you?
Andor?
Andor.
Oh, Andor. I don't think so. I could be wrong.
It's the Diego Luna's character from Rogue One.
I did not watch that one.
It was really good.
Because Rogue One in itself was pretty dang good, I'm gonna be honest. But
to me, it's hard for something to reach with Rogue One. Rogue One's actually the only Star Wars movie from Disney my dad's liked. He didn't like the sequel trilogy, and he didn't like Solo.
Solo, okay. I've seen some mixed stuff on Solo. I've watched it like 5 times myself.
I love Solo.
I like it. There's a little plot holes. However, it's pretty good.
But I love the movie. Like, it's a good standalone movie. If you've seen the animated series, you get some things you will notice.
Yeah.
Like I remember some people, and you've seen the movie, so this won't be a spoiler for you, but like the Darth Maul scene. Some people are like, how the hell is Darth Maul alive? He died in episode 1. It's like, what's he doing here? It's like, well, for those of you who refuse to watch the animated series because you said it was little kid stuff when you have straight up war crimes in those series, they're not kid series, by the way. You would know Darth Maul was alive and ran crime syndicates to the end of the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I think by that point we also got his actual death in Rebels as well.
I mean, I've gotten to the point where when it comes to the Star Wars movies, I just don't question it anymore.
Oh yeah, didn't he have the metal body?
Someone who I thought was dead was not dead.
Clone Wars too.
Okay, move on.
I feel like Star Wars is like one of those things where it benefits you to experience more and more. Like, it's like you can like just watch certain things.
Yeah.
But now it's to the point where it's like we're like you're not going to be catered to if you don't know these other previous things. It's like in Mandalorian when the Darksaber showed up, everyone's like, "What does that mean? What does that mean? What's this?"
I looked at it and I was like, "Yes."
It's like and it hurts with people who don't know, who haven't watched the series or only just now.
Have you taken the quiz to see what your lightsaber is?
I can tell you right now, mine would be yellow.
Purple.
Mine was orange.
I also love how anytime I start really picking up my conversation, you cut me off. That's something I noticed in like every episode. I'll like really start picking up what I'm talking about, and then you cut me off, so I have to restart again.
Well, to be fair, sometimes you can go on for a long time when you're really passionate.
But I at least have a clear end, and then you shake me from that clear end. It
Close,
takes longer
but
for
not
me
close
because
enough.
you throw me off. Anyways, but I feel like people avoid certain things and then complain with the results of it. Like in Mandalorian, like people didn't know what the Darksaber, the Mandalore stuff was. It's like those who watched Clone Wars realized, and we watched Moff Gideon cut his way out of that TIE fighter. That's the Darksaber. How is it here? Did you take it for Bo-Katan? Season 2, he took the Darksaber from me. He's like, we knew it.
The way it was like too heavy for him at the beginning, I was like, they nailed that part. It's all about your will and your compliance with the blade.
The Darksaber especially, but even with lightsabers in general in Star Wars, which I'm trying to like keep myself narrowed, Katrina. I'm trying to get a clear goal so I don't trail. I only trail because you tear me off. But lightsabers
like a married couple.
Lightsabers in Star Wars are always heavier to someone who's not used to it. Like even a normal lightsaber, the Darksaber especially so. Even in Rebels, when Sabine had it, it's like she's saying, it's heavy, and then as she was trained, he is striking lighter. But lightsabers in general in Star Wars are, until you properly learn how to wield and train with it, are heavier to use. And there's a lot I can say. I'm trying to save some things because I want to do a Star Wars specific episode on May the 4th, if we can. Get Andrew in here as well.
Dude.
Yes.
I'm wanting to do like a full Star Wars episode. We just can't do it with most of the
what
usual
day
crew.
is the 4th?
What is the day of May 4th this year? Let's find out.
I need to know because that's when I get a year closer to death.
Okay. All right. When is May 4th, 2023? It's on a Thursday. So
Thursday, wow.
we could change a podcast day for that. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Or, record on Tuesday, get it edited and put up by then so it's put up on Star Wars Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that.
It'd be us three and Andrew. Get Andrew in here to come back and do the Star Wars episode.
Oh, that'd be sick
Special
getting him in
Star
here.
Wars episode.
I haven't talked
My
about,
uncle would love that.
yeah. I haven't talked about. I don't know if I want to do it on the podcast or do it as a separate video, but do like a Star Wars trivia show, and like I'm gonna have people contest.
I'd do that on different, you know.
I really want to like be a contestant, but then I realized it's probably the best one to organize it, just because I want
Probably, yeah,
just because
I
I
don't
want to flex
remember.
my Star Wars knowledge.
I don't remember it too well just because I've been so busy trying to remember everything else.
How much of Bad Batch have you seen? Because that's also going on right now. We're gonna have Mando and Bad Batch going on the same
Bad Batch was the one about the clones, right?
The Clone Force 99.
I haven't seen it yet. It's
se-
killing me, bro.
Season
I
1.
wanna.
Have you seen all of Clone Wars?
Absolutely.
Even the new season.
The new season, I don't think so, but everything else.
Okay, well, watch the new season first. That'll get you introduced to Bad Batch, and then watch Bad Batch after.
Gotcha.
Season 1 was great. Season 2 is really good so far.
It's gonna take me like a year to watch all that.
Yeah, we're gonna have Mandalorian and Mando. Mando and Bad Batch going on at the same time.
Yeah.
So how much have you like done outside of like the movies and shows, like games, books, comics, stuff like that?
How do you mean?
Like have you done more than just like watch the movies and shows? Have you played any games, read any books or comics?
Comics, yes. I've read a few books. I don't remember the names. But as for games, I've played several of the Lego ones when I was younger.
I just finished Skyward Saga 100%.
Oh, nice, dude.
It took so long, but it's so worth it.
They say it's a kid's game. However, when you play it, I don't care who you are, you're going to get invested.
It's like Lego.
I think that goes for any of the Lego ones.
Yeah, Lego games in general are real fun. Like Lego games are some of my favorite games. Period.
Yeah. It doesn't. You're never too old to play one of the Lego games.
They're just fun.
Yeah.
fun.
Lego games are for all ages.
But yeah, what any other particular Star Wars games, or was it just the Lego ones? Like whether they're older or newer, like newer ones would be like the newer Battlefronts, Fallen Order, which is an amazing Star Wars game.
Amazing game. I've played that. I've played all the Battlefronts so far. 10 out of 10.
You have Force Unleashed.
That's the one with the redhead guy, right?
No,
that's the other one. Yeah, I haven't played the newer one.
Fallen Order is the newer one.
It is?
I'm talking about Force Unleashed with the same way where he played Starkiller, Vader's apprentice.
Yes, I played part of that one. Just part. I haven't finished.
I love those gaams as well. Lightsaber's a baseball bat, so you don't really get the feeling of, finesse like you do in Fallen Order. But those are still great games. I played some of the older ones too. Like you ever play Republic Commando? That's an amazing one.
I don't think I have.
That's an amazing one. Spawned off a great book series too.
I'm missing out.
Republic Commando books are my favorite books too. I'll like to get the bookstore during the games one, but that's good. I played also my Xbox to play the Revenge of the Sith tie-in game is actually pretty good, all things considered. On PlayStation, I bought a Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which is a game where he plays Jango Fett. Like the entire game, that's pretty fun. I feel like Star Wars like does games pretty well for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
You said you don't remember the titles of like any books you read?
No, they were like little comic books, and I'd find them in libraries. Read them.
Any novels or anything like straight up books? Or I know those are harder commitment, but
no, not that I know of.
if we have video by the time we get the Star Wars episode up, I'll have stands with some of my books. I have a lot of Star Wars books. I'm still like starting to get through them.
Well, it depends on how long it'll take.
It depends on like the book. It's just dependent on the book. Some are fast reads, some are slower reads, and it's not even just my page count, just how fast you go. Like my current favorite Star Wars books, I think my number one right now is one called Lost Stars, and the premise of it is you have these two kids who grew up on like a backwater planet. Mm-hmm. Getting recruited into the Empire as pilots, and so it goes through them like being picked up by the Empire. Going through the academy and all that, and the big part of the story is they were on the Death Star when it destroyed Alderaan, and they saw that, and the guy, he was thrown off by it, but then the girl is like sticking with the Empire. So after they blow up the Alderaan, they're both off the Death Star when it blows up, and I always love getting major events of Star Wars from ground level perspectives, and so they're both off the Death Star when it blows up, and there's this other character in the book that you had like almost 200 pages with at this point, straight up dead. She was one of the ones who died. They make clear there's millions of Imperials dead on the Death Star from that.
You sure that wasn't like a TV show? Because I swear I saw something like that.
No, it's a book and a manga. I read the manga too. They adapted it into a manga, and it's really good as well.
Gotcha.
But so they the guy left because they were investigating a different base. The girl left because you remember how in New Hope, Han comes down, Vader gets shot, and he goes flying away.
Yeah.
The girl is the one who goes to pick him up.
Ooh.
And the way they describe being around Vader makes him all the more terrifying. They imagine like all the air goes cold. It's difficult to breathe. You're frozen in place as he walks by. And the manga had a great visualization for it too. Let me pull it up. And it's one of my favorite scenes in the book, but it goes through the events of the original trilogy. It's like a love story, but it's also like not corny necessarily. It's the two perspectives of the war throughout the movies and then afterwards all the way up to in the movies, the last battle you see is the Battle of Endor, but the actual last battle of the war in that part of Star Wars is on Jakku, which is why in Force Awakens you see all like the wreckage and all that.
Yeah,
that's where the war actually ended.
That's sick.
Jakku. And the last scene in the book is like him going on to, at that point she had commanded a Star Destroyer. He goes on the Star Destroyer, gets her off, and ejects up as the crash goes down. I think her Star Destroyer is like the main prominent one you see in Force Awakens.
That's awesome.
But it's a great book. I was trying to say too much more about it to save time, but a great one if someone wants to start reading Star Wars books. It's a good one to start with. It is a canon book, so you can definitely place it somewhere. But I think it helps people to get into Star Wars and then watch the movies and shows and play some of the games, all that. But then go to the books because that's the worst some best Star Wars is.
I have played. I used to play the Star Wars games like years ago, but I suck at any of the first-person shooter, first-person fighter games. So
Battlefront.
Yeah, so
amazing.
Anything that requires me that is like a first-person shooter or first-person fighter game, I tend to not even try because I know I'll suck.
Do you like exploration games?
I do.
Then you'll really like Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order. That's like it's Dark Souls, but it doesn't have to be super hard. You can make it like super easy.
Yeah.
It's like gameplay style of Dark Souls in Star Wars, and it is insanely fun. That's probably my current favorite Star Wars game is.
Does it require me to be aware of my surroundings?
Yes.
Yes, very much so.
Then I will suck.
Especially on higher difficulties.
Then I will suck. Because I have terrible awareness when it comes to those types of games.
All right, I pulled up. I was letting her finish. That's the panel of Vader in the Lost Stars manga from the girl's perspective.
Oh my god, he's straight up a JoJo stand.
It's like meant to invoke like this evil spirit demon.
That's
kind of
awesome.
Thing, because to normal people, that's exactly what Vader is.
Yeah.
And I always love especially like one reason I like the ground perspective stuff is because you really like when you're only with main characters, you don't get that same type of power balancing or scale, and you get it from like a normal person's perspective, and like people like Vader are extremely terrifying.
Yeah, 100%. Just imagine yourself as one of those troopers, barely getting paid, and you see that man walk in.
That's one reason that annoyed me. Like, I love New Battlefront 2. It's still one of my favorite games. It annoyed me that the campaign was falsely advertised. They advertised it like you're for the entire time you're gonna be this Imperial woman fighting for the the evil side from Return of the Jedi to Force Awakens, and then you played 3 levels in Imperial and the rest you turn to Rebel side. It's like, really, you gonna do this to me? Which is one reason I love Lost Stars in particular, because like when you're watching New Hope, the Death Star blows, good guys win, all that. In Lost Stars, you feel bad for every single person who died on that station.
I had totally forgot that I had played the Squadrons, the new.
I haven't finished it yet, but I did start playing it. I never finished. It's a fun, and I never get to play like older ones like Rogue Squadron or anything like that, but Squadrons is like a newer one. And I played the first couple levels. Like I played the opening part right before the first Death Star goes up, where you're like tracking down the shuttles and all that, and you're in a TIE fighter. I think I played 2 Rebellion missions after that.
You're missing out.
I have it. I'm gonna like sit down and finish it eventually, but
oh man,
God, I want to keep going, but I think we're running low on time.
Well, what was one of the other topics?
It's almost 4.
Well, we didn't get to anything in the book, so I guess I'll rewrite that for podcast 7. God, it felt good to get some Star Wars on my chest. I can't do that anymore. I'm actually watching through with a friend right now who's never seen Star Wars. We got it through the original 6 movies. Rogue One we watched in one night. I stayed up like 3 in the morning, but in one night we watched Force Awakens and Last Jedi. She loved both. I was like, thank God, because my dad despises Last Jedi with a passion. I was like, please love Last Jedi. Please love Last Jedi. I loved it. Yes. Because I love Last Jedi. Everyone's playing, this isn't Luke Skywalker. It's like, you can't say a character's fully developed when he's 22.
Yeah.
Because or 23. That's how old he is in Return of the Jedi. He's 23. And and the Luke side of Last Jedi is some of the best stuff in Star Wars, period. Stuff like Canto Bight or the Holdo not saying a damn thing during the ship chase. I was like, there's no point in that. That's stupid. I don't need it. But the Luke stuff more than made up for it.
I just wish you could see more of Cad Bane,
Yeah, well,
he's always been a background character.
We got that in Clone Wars. We got it in Bad Batch. Not Bad Batch. I'm in Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah. It was pretty sick there.
And he looked good in live action. Immediately, some people started trying to fix it. It's like, it's going to look terrible when you're trying to fix it. It's an actor in makeup. He's not going to be normal Duros with like the normal like thin, shallow red eyes, the massive skull in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Last of the Jedi. I actually really liked Last of the Jedi.
Last Jedi, yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, I really liked it.
I like the sequel trilogy. I can definitely acknowledge its problems, just like I did the prequel trilogy.
Yeah, I felt like they didn't do enough with Poe.
They didn't.
Like, he had so much potential.
In Force Awakens...
He had so much potential.
In Force Awakens, he was written like a main character, but represented like a side one. In Last Jedi, he had the worst part of the movie, and then Rise of Skywalker is when he finally got to shine.
Yeah.
And I stand by my statement. J.J. Abrams tried to fix everything. He had to continue his story, but fix Rian Johnson's crap. Which is why I think it absolutely would have been better if Colin Trevorrow got to do his Episode 9. It was going to be Episode 9, Duel of the Fates. And it wasn't going to, just cater to original trilogy fans just with the little prequel Easter eggs thrown in. It was most of the movie was going to take place on Coruscant. Like some of the concepts they had is, 1, Palpatine was not going to come back.
Which is, I'd rather it be that way.
2, Kylo Ren was never going to be redeemed. He was going to be straight up Sith and even kill Palpatine's old master who was still alive. And like some of the stuff in there sounded so good, and then Disney axed him from it. Colin Trevorrow, who for those who don't know, directed Jurassic World, which is also an amazing franchise-saving film. Jurassic World was amazing.
All the way.
Fallen Kingdom sucked. Dominion was good. But
Dominion, insane movie.
But Colin Trevorrow's Star Wars Episode 9 could have saved the sequel trilogy. It really could have.
It could have saved the new stuff, yeah.
And anyway, I still like Rise of Skywalker, and in some ways, I would have probably liked it more than I would have liked Duel of the Fates. Like one of my favorite scenes in Rise of Skywalker is when Han's spirit shows back up.
Yeah.
And it mirrors the scene from Force Awakens where it's like, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
The actor for Leia dying.
Carrie Fisher was already gone. Like for that movie, Carrie Fisher couldn't film anything new, so they used any cutscenes they had for Force Awakens.
they used
Yeah,
old
I was
stuff for
so
her.
surprised when they said that it wasn't they used recordings of her, because I was like,
They refused to use CG.
Good choice on them.
Yeah, no CG of course not. She's way too amazing for CG to be anywhere near her level. But the fact that it was all just past recordings and they managed to put it together in a way that it was hard to tell that it wasn't actually her.
Yeah, and I feel we could talk more about this next episode because I have to go here soon. With you, but I want to finish wrapping up mine. Like the reason why I love that scene of Red Skywalker so much is the mirroring to Force Awakens, which Kylo was probably the only really consistent character across the 3 movies, which is a saving grace because it's like the one character you really want to try and get right.
Yeah.
But that scene of Red Skywalker, and I loved a lot of Kylo scenes, like in Last Jedi, when it's like, you are just a child in a mask. And he destroys it immediately. and then it was undone Red Skywalker. He used the helmet again anyway. But like that scene with him and Han where it's like, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Yeah, I hated how they killed him, but I totally understand why.
Yeah, they set up early in the movie where it's Rey force sealing the serpent. It's like life energy from me to him. And Ben bringing Rey back to life means exact energy, life for a life.
Yeah.
But I think maybe I cried a lot during Red Skywalker. Like it was the movie is fan servicey, but it's fan servicey in the right way for me. Stuff like Luke raising his X-wing from the waters, which he couldn't do in Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, dude, that made me cream.
It played Yoda's theme with Luke raising the Red 5 X-wing out.
One hand.
Yeah, just like Yoda. But I'll get more into this next time. But the scene with Ben and Han, I don't know if I have the strength to do it. But then he goes, Dad, trying to say I love you, but he just can't say it. And then Han gives him like pat on the shoulder. He goes, I know. It's like just what he said to Leia.
I was like, oh.
It's like
perfect writing.
I know Harrison Ford hated being Han Solo for 40 years.
Yeah.
He despised the role of Han Solo.
Yeah. But
he came back to Rise of Skywalker for Carrie Fisher, and he has one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Harrison Ford is an asshole. But
I heard he's an asshole on set.
But he you can tell like I feel like he's softened up now that more of the people he worked with has just started dying.
I swear he's just like tired of being on films, because if you think about it, he's been on Indiana Jones, he's been on all of the Star Wars shit, he's been on several other countless films.
I think this will be the last thing I say before I wrap up. But like he hates the role of Han Solo, but he did his performances in Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker.
Oh yeah,
knowing hate, I feel like he's probably softened up a little bit now. Like after losing Carrie and Peter Mayhew and Chewie. Like he's starting to like soften up a little. He did Rise of Skywalker for Carrie because he even said on a talk show, if I didn't do this, Carrie's spirit would never let me live it down.
Yeah,
and he gave one of, in my opinion, was the best emotional scene in the movie.
Amazing performance.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we'll open them with Star Wars next time. But until then, this has been Achievement Unlocked. Joining me today has been Katrina and Isaiah.
Yo.
Bye bye.
And have a good night, people.